Bill Snickle.
Bill
Snickle, a crotchety Santa-like character that deems whether the employees were impish or admirable that year. Gosh, I love that show so much.
That is easily my favorite Christmas special.
Nerdy, unqualified, and probably indistinguishable from rambling. Welcome to the A&D Show.
Hello, ho, 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 and welcome to I can't. I was trying to be Christmassy. It didn't work out.
No, it was awful. Let's
try that again. Hello, and welcome to the, what am I doing with my life? We're going to keep it in there.
No, I agree with you saying there.
Because I think it's hilarious. Well,
it's something.
Welcome to the A&D Show. I'm David.
I'm Austin.
Hopefully you know that by now, and if you don't, welcome to the show, because you're new. We say that every episode. Congratulations, you found something you'll probably regret.
It's a bad idea for you to be doing this today.
Oh boy, it's been a long 2 weeks, but we have.
Christmas
you don't
Eve.
sound any better, by the way. We're not on Christmas Eve. We're not there yet.
This is being released on Christmas Eve, isn't it?
No, this is not that episode. This is we're switching them around. This is
darn it,
crud. Merry Christmas Eves.
Not too many Eves. Merry Christmas Eve.
What day is this coming out? This is coming out the 21st.
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Eve.
And Happy Hanukkah.
I never understood Hanukkah. What
12 days of Christmas, dude.
8. I thought it was 8.
8? I don't know. I'm not Jewish.
There are 12 days of Christmas.
ABC Family.
In most circles.
A song.
Yep. There's a song.
L'chaim.
That's not. Anyway, we got a great episode today.
It's great.
Believe it or not, if you were to judge our podcast by that open, you're in for a.
If you're still sticking around.
You're still here. You're still here. We've got a great show today because we're going to do something that we've never done before. This is huge. This is huge. Or as our president would say, huge. It's huge. It's going to be good.
I'm the greatest podcaster in the world.
We're going to do some drum roll, please. We're going to do some live calls on the podcast today. It's going to be great. It's going to be a new thing we've never done before. I don't know that we're necessarily even prepared to do it. But you know what? We're going to do it anyway. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. We're also going to do some giveaways. So don't tell anybody.
Yes.
We're going to do some giveaways. It's going to be fun. So, but before we get into that, I thought that we would take a second and discuss this hot topic. It's all the rage right now in the Christmas season. And that is Christmas TV holiday specials. Now, anybody that is familiar with any show ever, particularly any show on the, I think CBS has done this a number of times. Pretty sure ABC's done it a few times. I know like The Office had a few of them.
Those are the best.
One of my favorite things, and you know, I'm a TV fan. I'm not as much a TV fan as I am like a movie fan, but I do like a good television show, especially a good funny one. Seinfeld, one of the best TV shows ever made. Second only to Magnum P.I. Hot take. Why are you looking at me like that?
Seinfeld.
Watch what you say, son. Watch what you say.
Seinfeld's not good. I don't care. I don't care who hates me for that.
I can't even with you right now.
I don't like Seinfeld. I've tried. I think it's dumb.
It's fantastic.
It's dumb.
Get over it.
But I also liked pro wrestling as a kid, so what do I know?
Yeah, you have horrible taste.
That's very true.
So I love Christmas specials though, because if I really get into a show, I really enjoy whenever they acknowledge the possibilities that you can explore with the TV Christmas special, right?
Right.
One of my favorite shows. Favorite show. A show that's on my radar. That is a show that I did like before they canceled it. Was the sci-fi show from the Sci-Fi Studios called Warehouse 13. interesting show.
Was that good? I remember seeing stuff like that.
It was actually pretty good. It was a show about these guys that these people that they pull them from all these different, government agencies, the FBI, CIA, and so on, and they send them out to recover these artifacts that have some kind of like magical powers. And some of the episodes are really crazy and scary. Some of them are really goofy and dumb, but they always, without fail, 3 or 4 seasons that they had the show running, they always had a Christmas special. And so there was always something really goofy that they did for Christmas season, and I always thought it was really fun. I really, really like that stuff. So my question is, and we can list off a few of our favorites, but my question is, are they good? I mean, are the Christmas specials that we talk about, are they really that good, or is it because we like the show that makes them that good?
I think it depends. I mean, I think if you don't like the show, then you're not going to be like, I made a Christmas special.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, a good example.
Just liking a show doesn't mean you're going to like the Christmas special.
Right. Well, I mean, a good example of that would be Doctor Who, right? There's a bunch of people, yourself included, I'm sure, that have never seen the show, not really interested in the show, but they do Christmas specials.
Why do you assume that I've never seen Doctor Who?
Have you never seen it?
No.
See?
But why do you assume that?
Because you told me that.
That's right.
Like a couple of days ago.
No, I don't like. I don't know. I think it might be a good show. I guess.
Oh, maybe. It is. It's one of those shows that you got to commit to.
I'm not a big fan of like British shows, but I do enjoy Luther. But I think it's more because I really enjoy Idris Elba.
Yeah. The next James Bond. Fingers crossed.
I hope when they replace Craig, if they don't use Idris Elba.
Craig.
Oh, Daniel Craig is so good at that role.
Yeah, he's good. He's
so good. He's the best Bond.
Yep, he's good.
Take.
Yeah, like, okay, so Doctor Who. Doctor Who has got, it's a pretty good following. It's a cult following. It's very culturally based and everything, but it is, it's kind of a niche market, right? Not everybody likes it. Right. Not everybody's into it, but it is a good show. And one of the things that I think is very endearing, and I think that's probably one of those things that they do strategically for the fans, is their Christmas holiday special episodes, right? They have one where they basically make it out that snowmen are aliens and that they've come to take over the world. And it's hilarious and scary, but at the same time, you're like, this is so dumb, right? Warehouse 13 had several of those. Eureka on Sci-Fi had several of those. I'm pretty sure like even the CSI franchise had Christmas specials. Supernatural did.
Episode.
One of my favorites is Psych. Love that show. And they did Christmas specials. I thought those were fantastic. And then, of course, you've got your big heavy hitters like The Office, whose Christmas specials are legendary.
The Office one where they do Secret Santa.
Yeah.
It's like you can always tell how much someone loves you by how much money they spend on you.
What was
it's
the
like
one?
The best slide of that whole episode. Because he bought Ryan an iPod.
Was that the same?
It went to like Meredith.
Wasn't it like $500?
It was. And it went to Meredith and he got so angry. It was hysterical.
What?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm still fighting this cold.
Yeah,
I apologize.
We don't know if he's going to get better. It's been 2 weeks and he's still hacking. And just kidding, guys. Don't worry. We just
recorded episodes one night.
We recorded several episodes together.
So my apologies that you're listening to this scratchy monstrosity.
Just count yourself lucky that our next episode on Christmas Eve in just a few days won't have that same issue.
Thank the Lord above.
What was that? What was the episode in The Office? It was one of the Christmas special episodes that that Dwight dresses up. Was that the same one?
Like Weird Santa, where it's like it was some kind of, I can't remember what it's called, but it was hysterical.
I thought it was. I was watching a video. BuzzFeed Unsolved did a Christmas special, which I thought was pretty hilarious too, where they did a Christmas episode about the Krampus.
Dwight dressed up as
Belschnickel,
a crotchety Santa-like character that deems whether the employees were impish or admirable that year. Gosh, I love that show so much.
That is easily my favorite Christmas special.
Choices in music as well as a visit from Belschnickel. Seriously, that show wasn't the funniest thing in the world. I might just go back tonight and watch Chris episodes because they're just so good.
I hope, I don't know, if is it NBC?
NBC.
NBC, listen, I know you're listening to this podcast because you're an instant follower as of right now. Please do some kind of an amalgamation of Christmas special episodes so that we don't have to go through Netflix or whoever's got the show right now and just search through every season until we find a Christmas special.
I can't stop looking at this picture of Dwight dressed as Bell Snickle. I can't stop looking at it.
You can't stop Bell
awful.
snickering.
It is so bad.
Oh man, it's hilarious. So the question, are they good? It's clearly a yes. Now, I guess a follow-up question or a follow-up answer to that would be they're only really going to be good if you like the show. Now, I'm willing to believe, and I think that there are a lot of people, any of our fans that are listening, any of our listeners, anybody that in the world, I guess, would probably agree with me to say that The Office is one of those shows that even if you're not a huge fan of the show, you could watch those Christmas specials and like them
really hard
and just double over.
Because we all have like those people in our family.
Oh yeah,
that like. Oh, it's so bad.
It's just hilarious.
Like literally, all right. So like our family is like White Christmas or like Secret Santa. Okay, like every year I'm convinced that somebody in my family brought things from their house that they never used and they wrapped them up as new. Like, and I'm certain it's always the same person every year. And I made comments to Haley about this, and I'm I don't think that she went about that.
I hope that the person is not listening to this podcast right now.
I assure you they're probably not. And if they are, I tell them what I said. Let's see, do you guys do White Elephant? Or is that like a Midwestern thing?
I don't know
where you just
what that means.
Where you bring like a garbage gift.
No.
All right, so we would always do like white Santa. You bring it like something used or whatever.
I do have a funny story about that. I don't know that I should tell you though. I think I maybe should wait for our next episode. Our Christmas best and worst Christmases episode because I got
the next one.
I got some good stories for that
too. So hold on tight in 4 days, and in 3 days you'll hear my White Santa with my uncle about what he brought for his White Santa gift, and he didn't really know how it worked. Yeah, it's hysterical.
And you'll also get to hear my a few of my stories we did play White Elephant one time, and it went horribly awry. So it was good. So. Just stay tuned for a couple of days. Just hang in there with us. Hang in there with us because in a few days we're going to have our Christmas special episode, and it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so the question then is, we've established that Christmas specials are actually good, and I guess depending on your opinion of the show that they come from. But the question then is, are they better than holiday movies? And here's why I ask this, because when I think about Christmas, my number one de facto thought when I think about Christmas and entertainment is the traditional Christmas movie. You got your White Christmases. We talked about them last episode, right? We went into a big spiel about the best Christmas movies and the worst Christmas movies. But my question is are these better? Because think about your Office and your Psych and your Warehouse 13 and all these Christmas specials that are just endearing. There's so much more to that property than your typical Christmas movie, right? You got your one-off Christmas movies, or God forbid, you got your sequels in triplicate, like your Santa Claus franchise, or you got 6 of them, like your Die Hard movies, which aren't all Christmas movies, but did start that way. The question is, are they better than Christmas movies, than holiday movies? Because I don't know. I feel like sometimes I get more excited to watch The Office Christmas special than I do. Than I do to watch like the Santa Claus. Maybe because it's new, or I don't know. Are they better?
I don't know that they're better. I think that they're easier to take in. It's easier to sit there and take in a 20-minute episode than it is to take an hour-and-a-half movie. The winter, I tend to be more tired.
Yeah.
My body weight decides that it wants to go into hibernation.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a big fella, but I still like to hibernate. Like right now, I'm wearing a Snuggie. And this is the greatest life. This is my life
it's
now.
It's pink, too, and it has bunny ears all over it.
It's the suit from Ralphie.
It's still wearing it 2 weeks later.
It's beautiful.
It's just 10 minutes.
It's just cozy.
I think this is a good time for us to... weigh in with a listener. What do you say?
Yes, please.
Let's go ahead and do a call to one of our listeners. We're going to get...
Hello.
Hello, Kristen.
Hi.
Hey, this is you are live with the A&D show. We're not technically live. We're recording, but welcome to the show.
Oh my word, it's so great to be on this show. You guys have the best show ever, and I listen to it every time that it's playing, and I love you guys. I'm the biggest fan.
Oh,
You're too kind.
Amazing.
okay.
You're too
Well,
kind.
we'll send you the check for those kind comments later. So,
Yeah, please do.
okay. So, Kristen, we're sitting here and we're talking on today's episode, and we're talking about Christmas TV specials, holiday specials, and we've already talked a little bit about, like, are they good, and if they are. And this is the question we'd like you to weigh in on this, because we know, and the fans will now know that you are what I would consider to be a Christmas fanatic. Isn't that the case?
You know, David, it is quite true. I am actually sitting in my apartment, just decorated my whole apartment for Christmas. I just sat down to a big, huge plate of milk and cookies.
Oh my goodness!
And
Just like Santa.
yeah, I'm
Just-
a big Christmas fan.
Just like Santa, sitting down to a big old plate of milk and cookies. Well, here's the thing: we've been talking, and have you seen? Have you in your many years of Christmas fandom seen many Christmas TV specials?
I have seen a lot of Christmas TV specials, yes.
So, I guess you've seen then, like, the Office specials. You got your what was it, Belschnickel with the
Belschnickel.
with the wife.
Belschnickel,
It's
yes.
probably one of my favorites. My question then
those
is
are the best episodes.
right. My question then is, because we were just talking and we were discussing, like, okay, whenever I think about Christmas, when I think about Christmas and entertainment, my default mindset is to get into the thought of Christmas movies. You got the Santa Claus, you got Elf, you've got the Grinch, you got It's a Wonderful Life, and all these great classic Christmas movies. And the question is, though, I get almost more excited to watch Dwight be a complete nincompoop on the Office Christmas specials.
Yes.
And the question is, are they better than Christmas movies? Do they compete? What do you think?
Oh, this is actually a really great question, and I've never pondered this before. But I have to say that I think Dwight does have a little bit of competition that he can pull out, because that was one of the best Christmas shows that The Office ever put out. It was amazing.
Yeah, one of my-
So yeah, I'd say yeah.
One of my favorite parts of that is whenever he starts walking around. Doesn't he walk around and beat people with a switch? He's got this stick that he broke off a tree from outside the office, and he's just running around beating people with it. It's fantastic.
Hey, Kristen, it's Austin. Hey, I've got a very serious question to ask you, and I need you to answer honestly. Did you do our Christmas movie poll?
Austin, I did do your Christmas
Okay.
poll.
What was your number one movie?
Uh-oh, this is about to get dangerous.
It's been a while, and I honestly can't remember what I put.
All right.
I feel like
Where did you rank Christmas Vacation?
I feel like Christmas Vacation was one of my top movies.
By
Okay.
one of your top, what do you mean by one of? Do you mean in the top 10, in the top 5, the number 1?
I feel like it wasn't one because you said one.
Yeah, it probably wasn't number 1.
I don't think it was one. It might have been like 2 or 3.
Okay, she's so cool.
Okay. So what did you? I mean, this isn't for this episode, but what did you rank as the number 1 Christmas movie? Just
doesn't
weigh in on that.
remember.
My number 1 Christmas movie.
Yes.
I think I put The Grinch.
Oh, that's a good
That
choice.
is a good choice.
That's a solid choice.
That is solid.
As long as you didn't put The Year Without Santa Claus, I think we'll be okay. Because I'm pretty sure that one fell dead last.
Yeah. Well, in my poll, I had to rank them, like my favorite Christmas memory movie, and then the classics. And so it was really hard because I love the classics, and I love the nowadays Christmas movies like Elf. But I have to say, Elf didn't rank high
Yeah.
on my list.
Good.
I didn't feel it.
Well, I'm sure we have a live studio audience today. Austin's wife is sitting in with this episode, and when we and she was actually sitting in with the last one when we recorded it too. And when she found out where it landed in the actual ranking, which I won't tell you because you won't have heard the episode yet. But when she found out where it landed in the ranking, she was
none too pleased.
In a word, livid.
None too.
Oh my word!
I'm pretty sure she punched a hole in the wall. It got very violent. It was crazy. It was crazy. So you'll have to tune in for that episode to hear exactly why. But it was good. But anyway, well, thank you for being on the podcast with us. And while I've got you on, we wanted to give you a special Christmas gift. Do you have an iPhone? Is that right?
I do have an iPhone.
What kind of iPhone do you have? Is it like a 7, like the regular 7?
I do have a regular 7
Oh,
iPhone.
look at you.
Ooh, perfect.
Because we have something special for you for Christmas, for being a part of the show.
We have a brand new Thread Wallets phone case that will come to your house, along with an A&D show sticker that you can slap on wherever in your community gets high traffic. Maybe at your church. Maybe put it on the pulpit.
Maybe in your pocket.
I mean, all over make extras and place them all over the congregation. Hand them out at church. Whatever you want to do with them. But make
Yes. Oh my word! You guys are amazing. I'm just gonna stick it on my forehead and keep it there forever, so everyone can go listen to your show.
That sounds like a poor choice for complexion. I think that sticker is going to have a bad reaction to skin. I don't know.
Maybe I'll just get a tattoo instead, right on my forehead with A&D. Let's go.
Wow, talk about a diehard fan. All right. Well, thank you for being on the podcast, and we'll get some information from you later, and we'll get that sent out to you. But thank you so much for calling and being our first caller on the show. This is getting a little teary-eyed here.
So exciting.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Adam and Austin, and love your show. Keep up the good work, and I will make sure everyone else listens to your show too.
All right.
Thanks, Kristen.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
She called you Adam.
She called me Adam.
She called you Adam.
We've been best friends for years. Where did she get Adam from?
I want you to know that she called you Adam.
I'm so confused.
You should feel really bad about that.
I don't even know what to think.
I'm going to send her a message on Facebook just so she knows that she called you Adam.
She's going to listen to the episode, and she's going to hear herself call me Adam, and she's going to be like, what did I just do?
She'll text you like, I'm so sorry.
I just yelled really loud, and your daughter's asleep in the next room. I'm sorry.
She's in the next room. She's like a couple rooms down. But yeah,
I also knocked an ornament off the tree.
Nice things.
Oh man, I don't know what just happened.
Should
that was
we get
crazy.
Our next caller on the
yeah,
line?
let's do our next caller. And
let me call her.
The best one. You're going to call her? Okay. The best thing about this next caller. Go ahead and call her. The best thing about this next caller is I don't think she knows we're calling her.
She has no clue.
So this should be.
I hope she's like making dinner and very preoccupied.
Oh yeah, should be good.
I know.
She might say some profanities. She may not even answer. Who knows?
The worst. Hello?
Hello. Hi. What's going on?
Hi, Steph. How are you?
Good. Well, I may be feeling a little bit better. How about yourself?
Or are you also under the weather? Well, listen, hey, just so you know, you're currently on
recorded.
The A&D show. You're currently being recorded.
Live.
Oh, well, that's just great news.
So we're trying to figure out, we're calling a couple people to ask them if they prefer TV Christmas specials or Christmas movies. Now, as somebody who is yourself an aficionado of the Hallmark Channel,
Yes.
I'd like to get your opinion on if TV Christmas specials are better than Christmas movies.
Now, before we have you answer this question, I want to go on record as saying that the Hallmark Channel is the worst thing that's ever happened to mankind. And I know you'll probably disagree with me, but it's just the worst. It's the worst.
Apparently you haven't experienced it to the extent that I have. That would not be your answer if you have. I've got to tell you something. That question that Austin asked me, that's a dilemma, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because currently I am watching a Hallmark movie.
Oh boy, here we go.
Of course she is. Of course she is.
Drinking myself a Pepsi and enjoying my evening. However, if you were to tell me that there was a play going on at Little Theater on the Square tonight and I could go see It's a Wonderful Life, White Christmas, I obviously would choose that first.
Well, I mean, but that's not a Christmas movie.
Well, I mean,
though it is based off of a movie.
I guess it just depends on like what the situation is. Like,
yeah.
I've had a hard day at work. Now I just want to watch something mind-numbing, which doesn't have crazy plot lines, just something very simple.
Yeah.
Like Austin and Haley had discussed, the woman goes back home for Christmas. She gets reacquainted with her high school boyfriend.
Yeah, the formula for all Hallmark movies.
Yes.
That's right. There's a dog involved.
Yeah.
He's happy at the end, and that's what I mentally like to deal with on days like today.
Yeah, and I will agree with you that, Hallmark movies are definitely mind-numbing in the worst possible way.
Right. Okay, now, hold on. Okay.
Hey, you said it. I'm just repeating what you said.
Say that. You're right. I did say that. Okay. But I will have to tell you, on my DVR is already It's a Wonderful Life and White Christmas, which I intend on watching.
Naturally.
Now, I cannot handle It's a Wonderful Life tonight because mentally I'm drained. It's been a long week. I can't handle, a man thinking he's lost his entire family overnight. I can't handle that.
I mean, I can sympathize with that.
Yeah, but, say, for instance, it comes Friday evening, work's over with, and I feel like getting into a, great movie. That's what I'm going to pick over the Hallmark Channel, for sure.
So your answer to that question is a definitive kind of.
My answer to that question is it's just going to depend on the day.
That's a solid answer.
It is.
It's a fair choice. Well, listen, I want to thank you for jumping on the show with us. That's literally all I called for. But because you joined us, I've got a brand new Thread Wallets cell phone case and an A&D show sticker that I'm going to hook you up with. You can slap that sticker on your work car. Let Sarah Bush see that bad boy.
You could do like our last caller and slap it on your forehead. Yeah. That would be fun. Or get it tattooed somewhere. That'd be
tattooed. We'll do whatever.
Man, it's my lucky day.
That's why we care, Steph.
Because the A&D show is all about charitable giving at Christmas time.
We know that you are sometimes a listener to our show, so we appreciate it.
I am a listener to your show, for sure.
And we appreciate that.
Yes. Right. Well, good luck. I hope the editing on this is a lot better than the actual real time.
There's zero editing.
Zero editing.
Merry Christmas.
Have a great evening, guys. Back to my movie.
Bye. Yeah. Back to she's going back to Hallmark.
She loves the Hallmark Channel.
The fact that she's going to Hallmark.
Listen, whether it is Christmas, Easter, Flag Day, there's a Hallmark movie for it, and she's watching it. I guarantee it.
Oh gosh. All right, we got one more caller that we're going to bring in,
Betsy Ross.
But before we do that,
Betsy Ross is a caller. No.
Betsy Ross. Before we get to our last caller, I think this is an optimal time to break in a word from our sponsors. The A&D Show is brought to you proudly by three very distinguished sponsors. First of all, we got Dr. Squatch Soap Co. Ever needed to have a soap that really just makes bath time worth living through? Me too. And because of Dr. Squatch Soap Company, now it's possible. Check out drsquatch.com and get all of the best men's grooming products for you or for that special man in your life. The A&D Show is also brought to you by LootCrate.com. Loot Crate is your source for all of the best nerdy subscription boxes you could ever hope to find. For just $25 a month, you get a box delivered straight to your door, jam-packed with all of the best nerd essentials, including a t-shirt. What more could you need? Do you have a nerd in your life? Are you a nerd living? Get you a box. And if you go to lootcrate.com/AD show, you can get 10% off your order. What's stopping you? And finally, the A&D Show is sponsored in part by Thread Wallets. Have you ever looked for the perfect phone case or maybe the perfect wallet? Well, now you can have them both in one. I have been a user of the wallet case for a long time, and as a habitual wallet case user, I'm always on the lookout for the next best wallet case, and I gotta tell you, Thread Wallets has got it going on. A really sleek, slimline, flexible case that's protective but not intrusive, but that has this nice elastic band across the back where you can put your cards and your IDs and stuff. Let me tell you, it's a nice phone case. And if you go to their website, threadwallets.com, you can find yours today. Check them out. Now, back to the podcast. All right. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, and thank you to all of our sponsors, by the way, but let's go ahead and get to our last caller. Now, our last caller, I think she knows we're calling. I don't know if she remembers. She's got a pretty lady. She's got some moments of bad memory. So we're going to go ahead and give her a call, see if she answers, and we'll just see what happens. And if there's something that she says at the beginning of this call that's embarrassing to me, I apologize to myself in advance.
Hello.
Well, hey, Mom. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I just wanted to let you know, first off, just in case you decide to talk about something that's going to embarrass me, you are live on the A&D show with me right now, with me and Austin. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're one of our number one listeners, so we thought we'd give you a call and bring you in the conversation. What do you think?
I'm scared.
Well, you should be, because it's the conversation thus far has been, how do you say, Austin? Riveting? Terrifying? Life-changing, for sure. So, Mom, we know you're an avid listener and a big fan, huge supporter, and that you already have gotten your car wrapped with our logo, and you drive around California with it all the time, and you tell everybody about our show, and all that good stuff.
It's very kind of your mother.
None of that's true, but we know that you're an avid listener. At least whenever I send you the links to the episodes. Every once in a while. But I wanted to get you to weigh in on something. We are talking this week about TV specials, Christmas TV specials specifically. Yeah, and we're debating because we're having a conversation specifically about the comparison, the contrast between Christmas movies, blockbuster type Christmas movies, versus the your typical Christmas specials. And we're talking about it in the confines of things like the Hallmark Channel, Lifetime Christmas movies, any of your Christmas TV specials on TV shows like you got Psych, you got The Office, any of those kinds of things that do Christmas specials. And our question is, we've already determined that they're good, but our question is that we'd like you to weigh in on, are they better than Christmas movies?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for calling.
There's our definitive answer.
I like Christmas movies, no commercials, and I watched a good one called Chronicles of Christmas.
The Christmas, is it that new one with Kurt Russell on Netflix?
Yeah,
hey, that's a good one. Yeah, I just watched that one the other day too.
You had me at Kurt Russell.
You had me, Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So your answer is a definitive. Wow, that's the first. I think that's the first answer we've gotten that was a straight up no.
Absolutely not. Movies rock.
Movies rock. TV is for bums in the trash, right?
That's right. Low-lifers.
Low-lifers. Well, no hard feelings to any of our TV fans that are listening to our podcast. Well, do you have any other thoughts about Christmas? What's your favorite Christmas movie, Mom?
Well, first of all, since I am online, I'd like to make it a big, fat, huge, juicy announcement that I love my son, David Kennedy.
Oh, God.
No, don't worry. Hey, so do I.
Not as much as me.
You'd be surprised.
Well, thanks, Mom. Love you too. So what's your we talked in our last episode, which we won't divulge the answers to you because you haven't heard it yet, but what we talked about our favorite Christmas movies. We talked about the number one Christmas movie of all time, and we are curious, what's your favorite? What's your number one Christmas movie on the top of your list? Whenever the season, let me ask you this: whenever the season started, what was the first movie that you wanted to watch, and then what's the movie that you want to save until the very end?
Oh, I just watch them all. I watch them over and over. I love White Christmas. I love to see musicals, and I love dancing and singing. But I've got them all right here in front of me. I'll just tell you all of them I've watched this year if you want.
Go ahead. Lay it out.
Netflix is up and running. Dear Santa.
Oh, here we go. That's a TV special one. That's a horrible one.
No.
The Spirit of Christmas.
Spirit of Christmas, also horrible.
Angels in the Snow.
Definitely
Oh,
bad.
this is awful.
Christmas with a View.
That's even worse. Wow.
Christmas Inheritance.
Oh, dear God. Okay, you can stop. It just sounds,
I want to keep going.
It just sounds like
Switch.
it sounds like you're listing off all of the sappy Hallmark Netflix versions of Hallmark movies. So
Exactly.
that's just, you have no taste, Mother. You have no taste. Well, thank you for being on the show with us. We to say thank you. We were going to give you one of our sponsors shipped us a few of their great what is it? Thread wallets.
Thread wallets
cases, but unfortunately, the ones that would have fit your phone didn't ever come.
never came in.
They never showed up. So unfortunately, we can't give you that. But we do have a brand new sticker.
Right. Plus,
Because it's the same.
I will let your son come visit you for Christmas.
Yeah, and here's the great thing for you, Mom. Since we're not able to give you one of the fancy Thread Wallets cases because they didn't ever arrive, the ones that fit your phone, I'm not only going to give you the sticker from the A&D show, I'm going to hand deliver it for Christmas. What do you think?
That sounds fantabulous.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the show, Mom. I love you.
Sorry I'm so corny. I love you.
Oh,
You're the
it's
best.
okay. We love it.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
You do. All right, your mom is just the best. Like, your mom is just hands down.
She's a crazy lady, man.
She's my sweetheart. Like,
She's
so
a
nice.
crazy lady. But okay,
sweet.
so there it is. We've had 3 calls. We've discussed in depth. You know, I guess what's the answer then?
Well, one person said TV specials, one person said movies, one person said it depends.
Depends. So I guess the answer
the
is.
answer is it depends.
I guess the answer is depends.
Depends on your day.
As in the adult diapers.
Amazing. Go. Nasty.
Depends.
Nasty.
When you have to choose between a Christmas movie and a Christmas TV special, depends.
Little diapers. It's gross.
Ugh.
So gross.
Yeah, gross. Nasty. All right. Well, one last question before we wrap this episode up. And that question is, what you doing for Christmas?
Christmas Eve, my family comes to my house. We host them for gifts for the kids. This is the first year we're doing. We're basically just buying for the grandkids in the family. So
yeah,
we'll buy for my nieces and nephews, and that's it.
Sounds like a party.
It is, and then Christmas Day. Christmas Day is hectic because you've got we do our thing here with my wife and child, and then we'll go to her parents' house, and then we usually go to her grandpa's house, and then I have dinner with my family, and then we go somewhere after that, and it's hectic, but it's good. The New Year's is spent. We have a party at church that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, me too.
First time in 4 years I'll be there, so I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited about that too. It was really fun last year.
And that was without me. Think
I
know,
this year. Right? You're gonna bring the Switch down. We're gonna have a Switch party.
Switch, but apparently Isaac's gonna bring FIFA and NBA, but
for PS4.
Yeah.
All right.
What up?
All right. Shout out to my boy Isaac, who doesn't listen to this show. I think his mom listens every once in a while. I don't know what it is with us and moms. Apparently, moms like our content.
Moms think I'm the best. Moms love me. Moms love me. They just think I'm so well-natured and kind.
And they're wrong.
Old lady. I've always had a thing. I've always attracted old ladies.
You've always had a thing for old ladies? Your wife just got bug-eyed across the room.
What I meant was...
Let's play that back. I've always had a thing for old ladies.
What I said was...
Somebody's going to use that soundbite.
Old ladies have always, liked me. Like me. Like I'm not, not cougars, but I mean, nice old ladies. This is really off the rails. This is really off the rails.
This is so off the rails.
This is getting worse. The more I back it up, the worse it gets.
Yeah. You know what? We can stop
people.
There. You love people. People are great.
People are great.
So I'm actually going. I got some work to do for Christmas. I got to fly out to California now and give that sticker to my mom.
You were going anyway, you liar.
You're right. I was planning on it.
I miss you. You're
know,
gone.
it's okay. You're gonna show your family our holiday special that's gonna come out in just a couple of days.
I should.
It's gonna be good. On Christmas Eve. What time of day do you think we should release that episode?
First thing in the morning, so they can listen. Well, so
Like
that way
5 a.m.?
People can listen to it while they're opening up presents.
On Christmas?
honey.
No,
Hold
Christmas
on.
Eve.
Hold on.
Not Christmas Day.
Do the coffee. Is the podcast going? All right, now we can do presents. Let's go.
But it's Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day.
Hold on, honey. Well, my family will open up gifts Christmas Eve night, so we'll release it.
Okay.
Whenever we got to work on Christmas Eve, but you may not have to because you're going to California.
I mean, I'm going to work. I'll be back.
Oh, that's right.
Wait,
that's
no,
right.
I'm not.
That's right. No. You said
I'm
you don't
flying
leave.
on Christmas Eve.
What time do you fly out?
In the evening,
This is more of an off the podcast discussion.
maybe. Why are we talking about this? Why are we still
I don't
recording?
know. This is ridiculous. Merry Christmas,
Did
everybody.
we do our sponsor break yet?
We did.
Man, we are in Christmas mode already. It's a holiday
Absolutely. Merry
time.
Christmas, everybody. I hope everybody
Hey.
has a great holiday. Eat food, be merry, be jolly.
Get fat.
Love everybody. Have fun.
Yeah.
Take care of each other.
And listen to our next episode in just a few days.
And also, don't forget, I also enjoy gifts, preferably Ferrero Rochers. Or
Say that again?
Ferrero Rochers. The Hershey hazelnuts are also good.
Say that one more time.
Shut up. I also enjoy anything that I like beef jerky and Slim Jims. So
I
those are
almost heard you say I also like anything with Alec Baldwin in it.
that's also definitely not true.
Definitely not true. You're not
He's
an
a
Alec Baldwin
violent-
fan.
I'm not much of an Alec fan. Really, any of the Baldwins. Although I did enjoy Backdraft from 1980s. The 80s?
I think it was the 90s.
The 90s?
The early 90s.
Backdraft
92
was
maybe.
Backdraft was a great movie. The
Backdraft
last
was good.
thing with the Baldwin in it.
Which Baldwin was that?
It was
Steven?
Adam.
Adam?
Adam Baldwin was from Chuck. Hold on, it's not even a Baldwin brother. Stephen, it wasn't.
Adam
Stephen.
Baldwin's not one of the Baldwins?
No.
Hot take.
Alec Baldwin. There was Billy. Was it Billy? It wasn't Billy. It might have been Stephen. I think it was Stephen Baldwin because Billy Baldwin's the one that's really chunky.
Steven, I don't know. Let's look it up.
Backdraft. This is really way off the rails.
Backdraft was from 1991. And
It's William Baldwin. I was wrong. It's William Baldwin.
oh, Willie Baldwin.
Wait, is William Baldwin the same as Billy Baldwin?
Billy Joe Baldwin?
I feel like there's more Baldwins.
You know what's a shocker? Look how many movie stars there are in this
I'm
movie.
thinking of Steven. Steven's the one that's crazy looking.
You got William Baldwin, would not necessarily. Well, you know, was William Baldwin the one that played in that movie where he was the Jack Ryan character?
He was in one of the movies.
One of the Jack Ryan movies.
He was. Yes.
Was that Hunt for Red October? Is that what that one was?
I can't find it.
I think that's what it was. Man, what happened to the end of this podcast?
I don't know.
Where did our conversation go? That's okay. You know what? It's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas time.
I do believe that when you've got the situation where you've got any of the Baldwins in it minus Alec, I'm on board. I'm really on board with that.
You are on board?
I'm on board.
As long as it's not Alec.
Alec Baldwin is a violent fella.
Yeah, he is a violent fella. Violently
Is the video
uncomfortable
of him like
person.
attacking that camera dude, like throwing him onto a car, wherever he was? I don't know who he was.
I don't remember.
It was like recently, like just like the other day, he like beat somebody up.
Isn't he like 90?
Oh, old enough to fight back. That's for darn sure. He ain't messing around.
Didn't know that.